So, what is the most disciplined number in the Enneagram, or the discipline type in the Enneagram? Is it going to be the 8, the powerful potentate, the executive, the one who can bring big dreams into reality and has the ability to manage large organizations, right? They need a lot of discipline, right? Or is it the 3, the orchestrator, the one who orchestrates situations, the organizer of people, the master organizer, I might say. When you think about an orchestrator or someone who's orchestrating, like let's just use an orchestrator in the example of a orchestra. You know what I'm saying? They have to manage everybody in such a way to create harmony, right? Or is it the 1? Is it the primal? Is it the leader, the natural born leader? You know what I'm saying? The one who has the will, the power, and the discipline to bring things into reality. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, this is going to be subjective because it all depends on who you're talking to and what they think. You know what I'm saying? But let's talk more about what it is that separates this type from the other types. You know, now we all have a little bit of each one of us, each one of the Enneagram types in us, but certain ones are more powerful, you know what I'm saying, depending on your date of birth. And if you don't know your type, go down and link in the description. There's a video down there that shows you how to find your type. But anyway, so today I want to talk about one of the things that makes this type be able to be so disciplined. And that is their ability to do things when they don't feel like it. Right? So you are not always going to feel like doing things that need to be done to move things forward in whatever area that is. So it is only by your ability to do certain things that need to be done when you don't feel like it that things get done. And one thing we can all learn from this type is that it's those times when you don't feel like doing certain things that are the best time to do them. You know, now I'm not talking about burning yourself out. I'm not talking about not taking a rest when it's needed. But those times when you say, you know what, I don't feel like doing this or that, whatever it is. I'm not going to get into specifics because we all have that thing, whatever it is. But in the back of your mind, you know that if I don't do this thing, I'm not progressing. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting something off, probably procrastinating on something that I should be doing now for a feeling, which will actually possibly get worse by you not doing that thing, because now you're like, oh man, I missed such and such, or I didn't do this, or I didn't say that, or I didn't accomplish this, whatever it is for you. So what I want to talk about, or the thing that I want to stress is that if you have something and you don't feel like doing it, that's the perfect time to do it. The whole point of having discipline is for those times when you don't feel like doing it. And then one easy way to look at it is just think about a lot of stuff that you've accomplished, and think about those times that you didn't feel like doing it. Now, I'm not saying we're going to be perfect. You know, we make mistakes, we miss stuff, it happens. Don't beat yourself up about it. But there are those times to where we're like, we know there's nothing stopping us from not doing this thing except this feeling of not feeling like doing it. So one thing we can all learn from the most disciplined type is to push through when we don't feel like doing things and just get it done. Just get it done. It's not really a hard message. It's not really nothing complicated, but it's something that we all experience at some point. And this message is just to motivate you that when you come into one of them situations to where it's like, man, I really don't feel like doing this today, that's the time where you know what, just because I feel like that, now I'm going to do it. You know what I mean? I'm going to do it today. So that's all I wanted to share with you guys today. So as far as what I think is the most disciplined number, based on, I didn't really do too much research. I just kind of did a search, really. And based on the answer that I got, I agree. It would be the type 1, the primer. Because the primums are built to lead, and there is not a leader alive that's leading without some sort of discipline. Now the discipline comes on all levels. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's just different. Even type 1s. You got, even if you just look at a type 1 might lean more towards a 2 wing, or it might lean more towards a 9 wing, but they're still a type 1. So all these different kind of type 1s, but at their core, there are natural born leaders. And if you ever examine any type 1s, you would see that. You would see that in them. So that is one thing that we can all learn from the type 1, is to, just because you don't feel like doing something, it doesn't mean it doesn't need to be done, and that you should just go ahead, push through, and get it done.